You're live. Welcome everybody for coming in here. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Please share this out. Let folks know that you're hanging out at Publicly Buzzed tonight. I see you, Jennifer Johnson, already becoming a member, or gifting a membership, excuse me. Wildside grabbing that. Hell yeah. Getting ready, guys. We coming. Let's go. Rock and roll.
Let's rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Welcome to Publicly Buzzed Live. Yes, second stream in a matter of, 2-3 hours here. I got Dan on the other side here. Let me get him in here. We're going over some of the Lisk insanity that's currently going on. Dan, what's up, bro?
Here we go. Here we go again.
Right? What are you doing tonight, man? Well, hell, we've already been hanging out, but what's up?
I just ate some delicious soup the old lady made. It's about all I did while during this little break.
I actually had to go and get dinner before we came on. I picked up something, after I got off work. So I usually like the lemon pepper chicken type pasta deals. I got one of these at the local grocery, dude. Just something you stick in the oven real quick. It was so overpowering with the lemon, whatever the fuck. I couldn't do it.
It's really funny that you say that, because the soup that I ate, I don't know what happened, but I got some pepper down my throat. I don't know if it went down the wrong hole or what, but it choked me to death.
Oh shit,
dude! I was it made my eyes water. It wasn't spicy, but it was just felt hot. You know what I mean? I just took a spoonful of fucking pepper. Yeah.
I hate when that happens, dude. Trying to find the chat here.
Yes, Adam, I am left-handed.
Is this the right one? See if this works. Yes. All right. Hold on. Let me get caught up here real quick. But yeah, man, I don't know what the hell happened, but after we got off that stream, I ran to the restaurant real quick and got some really unhealthy food. Jennifer Johnson. First of all, I called it out there in the pre-show. Jay, thank you for coming in here. Also, Jay and Shannon, thank you all for having us on tonight. That was fucking awesome. That was fun as shit, first of all. And man, almost cried live on the internet thanks to Shannon. Just being amazing.
Yeah, that was really sweet. That took me up a little bit too.
Dude, I was like, all right, we got to calm down here. I need to get the gum. But I saw Jay's name there. Jay, brother, thank you very much. Dizzy, Viv, MJ, Janet, Keystone, Amber, Denise, Joanne, Fuzzy Puff, Laura, Spicy Cappy, Carrie. Full house tonight. Thanks everyone for coming through here. Appreciate it. Wildside, who just received a membership. Thanks to Jennifer Johnson. Cabo, what's going on? Thank you for coming through here. Appreciate it. A little bit. Wasn't too bad tonight. City Kitty, Bonnie Bailey, Miss Deanna. Holy shit. Yeah, thank you, everybody. But yeah, right here, first of all, do I have this hooked up? We're about to find out. We are about to find out together. I don't. I do not.
You don't have what?
Second. The sound effects.
Oh, I heard it.
Did you?
Yep.
Doesn't look like it's coming through the... through the stream though. Weird.
Should be if I hear it. I would think.
You guys hearing that? Let me know. I do know what I need to do to at least make my eyes okay with it. Hold on. I think I can fix it.
Yep, Mandy said she heard it.
There it is. Okay. Well, shit. Maybe it was just glitched out on my side. Well, hell yeah. First of all, Jennifer Johnson gifting out. No, she had a member. Is that a member for 1 month? Oh, first of all, my bad. Okay, I'm not sure who gifted out the first one. We're gonna find it though. Jennifer has got an anniversary.
She did. She gifted it as well.
Oh, okay, I'm just confused then. Okay, well, first of all, let's hit you with this.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Jennifer. And she says, I'm glad I joined this community. We are extremely glad that you joined this community. You're amazing. Thank you very much for being here. And then she also, it looks like a little bit, oh man, Dara is down here too. Thank you very much. Allie, real crime with Cletus coming through here. What's going on? Appreciate it. And hold on. Poke Mom. Everybody, man. I keep coming across new names. Here's what I saw a second ago. Boom. Gifting out a membership in Wildside, getting that. Let's play a little bit more of the jams for you. Show the love in here real quick. Love it coming through. And then I think Dara also. Oh, and we got another anniversary. Joanne, 3 months. Holy shit. And you're out here saying party time. It's Saturday, guys. I hope everyone is excited and ready for an all-night movie marathon. You ready? You ready, Dan?
I don't know if I am.
How long are you going to make it?
I don't know, man. Like I said, there's fights that night, so I'll make it till at least after that. But I don't know, dude. Especially my wife's car broke down, so I got to take her to work now. So I don't know.
Excuses is coming through hard.
See what happens there.
Karen, what's going on? Keystone, I think I hollered out everybody. Hold on. And then, yeah, right here. Oh, I got to start it. If anybody hadn't seen the Al Bundy opening. Yeah. Let's rock. Boom. Member for 5 months. Holy shit. Dara, has it been that long? Oh, my God.
Real, that's crazy.
Wow.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Fucking flying.
Time does.
Anniversary! It's anniversary!
Time completely fucking flies, guys. Everybody that is in here that is a member, of course, you know, on Tuesdays, this coming Tuesday, we're going to be doing the members only, so get ready for it. Knox Girl coming through, what's up? CH, holy shit, I'm still seeing new names. Mandy made it. Oops, ah la la.
Bob made it. I saw
Bob in here. What
there.
is up? What's going on, Bob? Thanks for coming in here, brother. MJ, a member for 2 months. Buzz to confuse. Tell ya shit.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, folks. As you come in tonight as well, please. As you come in tonight, please also hit that like. Share this out. Let people know what you're doing here at Publicly Buzzed. Move this down to right there. And Melissa, another name in here. Mida Monsters. Holy shit.
Oh, I see why Bob said that. He's going live at 10:15.
That son of a bitch.
Shit.
Son of a bitch. Yep. Thursdays at 10 is our normal. We are in a ratings war with Bob Mata now. Dave, thank you for coming through here.
Definitely going to lose.
Appreciate it. Last night,
he's talking about Delphi.
Him and Joe were going at it. Yeah, we're all going to get our schedules all lined out here. Jamie, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, brother. Stevie, holy shit. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Everybody coming through. Missy, boom. Yeah, tonight we are going over the new Lisk stuff that is happening. So yeah, let me get this over here. Got a couple of different things. Got a lot of notes that I've been taking as well. Did you get to look at anything I was sending over, Dan?
Yeah, I looked at the notes that you sent, and I've, of course, been seeing stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, a couple of things I wanted to go over. I have some pinpoints from the actual, and I'm using the Surviving the Survivor link, but, you know, you could find this press conference in a number of places, I'm sure, but make sure that I'm being heard here. Okay, yes. And so yeah, I had just a couple of things I want to pinpoint here and talk about, and I have the actual affidavit up as well, because they're just wild as shit, quite frankly. I know everybody saw Jay go to this hotel today that is mentioned in here also. But yeah, I want to start out real quick just with right here. And this is John Ray, who was out yesterday at this press conference with Rodney Harrison, the new police commissioner. So
very flamboyant with his dress, huh?
Oh, dude, yeah, he looks like, and I think I'm stealing this from Adam Malone in the chat there. I think he called him a 70s pimp yesterday. Yeah. He does have a 70s pimp vibe going on right now. Gloria, another new one. Thank you. Holly Berry, boom. Oh,
I was about to say.
I thought I had that set. It's not working. Okay. Oh, wait. I think it's this one.
A banker by day, and at night, she worked extra in Suffolk County as a taxi driver to take care of her family. It was a one-parent family.
Oh my God, these ads.
As a taxi driver, she is called from her dispatcher to go to the Sayville Motor Lodge on Sunrise Highway, that infamous place that the commissioner here busted a year ago, and for prostitution and other illegal activities. She's called to go to that place, and that there's a girl awaiting her who's locked in a bathroom and will come out if she flashes her lights and beeps the horn. And she goes there and does that several times. It doesn't work. But then suddenly a giant man who fits the description of Rex Heuermann comes out, and he's covering his face with his arms so he can't be seen, and he runs to a van or an SUV right nearby that's parked right there. She continues to flash her lights and beep her horn, and out comes a girl crying, shaking, very upset, and gets in her car. There they talk for a while, and then eventually they drive to the Ronkonkoma Railroad Station so that this girl can go back in to New York City. This girl was a sex worker who was servicing the big man, and the man had seduced her into coming to Sayville by several times over the telephone, convincing her that he was just a nice man who was going to help and work with her to help her family, her mother, her sisters, and her boyfriend. Shannon has a mother, sisters, and a boyfriend at that time. She had her hair pulled back, and because she often wore wigs. This girl turns out to be Shannon Gilbert. Now, Shannon is lured into doing this particular tryst, and she's given an envelope, or shown an envelope by the man that looked like it was stuffed full of money. And he tells her, there's $1,000 in there. It's for you and your family no matter what happens tonight. She looks in the envelope when he goes to the bathroom, and it's stuffed with paper. And so she panics and realizes something's wrong. So she goes in the bathroom, and he had become very aggressive, very angry. She goes in the bathroom, locks the door, and calls to get a cab. And that's how she comes out. They speak for over an hour. So the driver knows her well and notices that she has a drooping eye, which is characteristic of Shannon.
So earlier, was you watching Jay? Well, I know you were. You was watching Jay's stream earlier, right, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear Jay's theory on this right here, on Shannon Gilbert and That's an interesting thought, and that makes me wonder how deep does shit like this kind of go, and how many connections could someone like Rex Heuermann have? Being a pretty, I wonder how much disposable money he's just like, he's probably got tons of that money tied up, but how much money has he just got out there that he can just, I said it earlier in a tweet, but grease some random palms. Essentially, let me pull it up here. I just want to say Joseph Brewer, the name that is the last person that to our knowledge saw Shannon Gilbert alive, except for probably Rex fucking Heuermann. She got away this night, essentially. Got a taxi, got freaked the fuck out, lucky enough to get into the bathroom, and essentially escapes. This motherfucker, and this just leads to, and this is John Ray mentions this here, but leads to the mentality of this dude, right? Like, it was like a revenge thing. And we've heard this through other people, through other statements of people who had interactions with Rex Heuermann also. There was something there with almost like a revenge type thing with him, right? Like, you couldn't get over on Rex Heuermann without him trying to get back at you. So Shannon Gilbert gets away, gets out of this fucking hotel room with her life this night, ends up with another person, she is a sex worker doing what she does, ends up with this guy. And then to Jay's theory here, this gentleman's named Brewer, could have somehow maybe been tipped off, and she called 911 immediately after leaving there. Freaked the fuck out. Fearing for her life. Literally, someone is chasing me. Or, to a lesser degree, maybe Rex Heuermann is just literally stalking her like fucking prey and has followed her to this location. I don't know, man. Like, when Jay said that, though, it really triggered a lot of stuff. I was like, man, I don't know.
How deep does it go?
How deep can some of this stuff go? And now we're getting into some of this police stuff, and we already have a corrupt, disgraced former chief.
I hate it's hard for me to talk because I'm here, I'm echoing. And I know why. You're using Edge for both things.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on.
Yeah.
1 second. It should be good now.
Check. Yep. Yeah, sorry, that completely derailed me. But yeah, actually, so I had, to what you were just saying, like, these guys could have been involved in these sex parties that we're hearing about now, right? And they don't want to be outed. I mean, this thing could be like really corrupt. Like, there could be some crazy shit going on.
And into a different story, the different affidavit with the lady that was a banker and at night she was a taxi driver. No, wait, that's the same one there. I'm sorry, the swinger, the swinger from the affidavit that came through that was a former swinger. Excuse me, mixed it up there just for a second. The other witness that came forward, coming from that club, La Trapeze was the name of it, I believe, in New York. I believe this was I think this is the right one. If not, but I think this was a swingers club that apparently had a lot of fucking members, and apparently a police officer who used to swing with this lady that has now come forward in this other witness affidavit. Hold on, let me get it up here. I just want to bring it up because they're pretty wild to read. It's this one right here. Hold on. That was the... Boom, here we go. I'm just going to kind of read a little bit of this right here. I'm a former swinger, and I'm 54 years old. And again, this goes literally to what Dan just mentioned. How deep could something like this go? Say Rex Heuermann's at the swingers club, meets this cop, and it leads on. You know what I mean? Like, I know your fucking dirty secrets. I am 54 years old. Hold on. A swinger is a person who partners with another person, then that partnership has sex with the other partners of the group or partners. I formed a partnership with an NYPD policeman in or around 1996. His name is known to me as Mr. Ray. I'll call him RW. He has been a police officer assigned to Prospect Park in Brooklyn. He became a detective. Now, I thought this was really interesting, especially in 1996. You could put this together. You could definitely track down whoever this person is. And Joe Jackalone on the Surviving the Survivor had tons of good points about this as well. He had been a police officer assigned in Prospect Park in Brooklyn. He became a detective, and he was handsome. I love that man. She goes on. We became partner members, swingers at a club known as Trapeze. I believe it was in Lower Midtown in Manhattan. Sex amongst partners there was common and encouraged, including on the premises. I believe that many as 300 members and their partners could be there at any time. That's fucking wild to think about.
Yeah.
It sounds like an absolute just insane orgy going on.
And the way that sounds, 300 members and their partners, is that 600 people?
Right? That's even double.
Insane.
I and RW went to... hold on real quick. before I lose this, I think I saw something through here. Sometimes in the chat they get lost. Yeah, Karen B became a member. Bam! Thank you very much. Welcome to the party. Beers in the chat. Hopefully they were flowing.
Oh my god.
5 memberships by Holly Berry. Hold on.
Don't do any more.
Well, what happened?
Oh my god.
What is it doing?
It's like an infinite echo. It sounds insane.
Why is that? Get on this one, I bet. Hold on.
It sounds so crazy.
Hold on. How about now?
Now it's normal.
Wow, yeah, I've got it a little bit jacked up. 5 memberships from Holly Berry tonight.
Holy shit. Jason Satan.
Mighty Monsters. Bob. Knox Girl. And Carrot all getting one. Hell yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow.
And Gail becoming a member. Hold up, Gail. We're going to keep diving here, folks. I want to shout out everybody. I appreciate the hell out of it, guys. Thank y'all. This story right here is fucking nuts. I've not been able to really look through the chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. Boom, boom, boom. But I was just kind of reading through here because it's so fucking nuts. I, NRW, went to Trapeze several times and engaged in sex with other couples there several times. I saw others having sex there as well. Sex took place in rooms and in big rooms as well. Several members were police officers. She's saying several members were police officers. Several members were from Long Island. Members were enabled to post messages and contact information on a wall. Either Rex Heuermann or his wife. Is it Aza?
I think so, yeah. That's how I pronounce it anyway.
Asa posted contact information for them in a house in Massapequa Park to engage in their swinger sex. This is in 1996. INRW chose to go there to the Heuermann home in February of 96. They think this was on Valentine's Day. RW picked up a woman I believe to be Karen Vergata. Okay, folks, that's the same time period in New York City on the way to Heuermann's house. She was hungry and homeless. She sat in the back seat, in the back of the car. She leaned forward and to the right. When we stopped for gas, she said that she was scared. I told her not to be scared because RW was a cop. She couldn't be safer than being with a cop. I told her to ask at the house when we arrived to take a shower and for food. So this whole situation seems fucking weird, right? She's dirty.
The craziest thing to me was the
I mean,
the craziest thing to me about this stuff was that now Asa is involved, right? Like
it kind of implements her at least to some more.
She
questions,
knew about
right?
things, yeah.
At least she, and there's nothing wrong with someone being a swinger or doing whatever that's part of your life. I don't really give a shit about that, but it's definitely hard questions are definitely going to be brought up again by some of these things, especially if you've got the news showing pictures of Karen Vergata and you've got a witness from that night saying, hey, that there's real questions that come up there.
Well, here's the thing too, like before, I believe she had said that she was always out of town, right? Or was it assumed that she was always out of town?
That's what was always being said. Was
it assumed, or did she say that herself?
I think that was what was being reported as fact, even by the police.
So now she was in the house and aware of some of these things that were going on. Maybe not the murders, I'm not saying that, but it sort of makes you start to question if she knew about what was going on in that house. Like, in terms of, or what he was doing besides the sex stuff.
Yeah, and that's what's going to have to be questioned now because, and then again, it's almost like you have to tread lightly on it, and I get that, but, it's going to actually, hard questions will have to be coming up, but it's just the facts, quite frankly, at this point with her. But it's fucking insane to think that, and I thought that, hold on, I want to fuck this up. That show last night was absolutely awesome with surviving. Or no, not last night, but yesterday when they were literally watching the live presser. Yeah, Phil Ramos was the other gentleman on there with Joe Jack alone. He made a really good point, man. Like, because, you know, a lot of people were kind of, even in chat, and I say a lot of people walk on the fine line, but like, a lot of people were saying, you know what, there's no reason to attack this girl for being dirty. But like, he made a good point. He's like, I'm not attacking her for being dirty. Like, you if you're going to go out and do what she was doing, you usually put you go out looking nice. There's no reason to go out looking like what she was. So that comes right out the gate. So what kind of abuse is she suffering in this situation to be put in this spot to where you have to go and do these deeds? I mean, a lot of fucked up questions here. And you're with a police officer already. And she just got out of jail from an arrest. Joe Jacqueline was asking questions there that made a lot of sense. You could essentially maybe track this detective back to 1996 and to see if he ever arrested Karen Vergata during this time period. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. It's wild, quite frankly, currently. It's interesting, though. A lot of questions, though, have been cropped right back up. Like you said at the beginning of the show. Here we go again, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I found it very interesting. Like I said, the Asa stuff, the wife stuff is super interesting to me because, like, I don't know. I think she needs to be questioned a little further now.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, and I guess the police should be doing their due diligence. I did not get a good. I mean, and I get it. Like, I'm going to pop this up here. This was the response to the presser that we were just kind of taking a look at there for a second, directly from Raymond Tierney's office here, from him directly. Basically, just saying, you know, because the one cool thing about that press conference that John Ray was saying, and they're like, if anybody from the public wants to come forward and you're freaked out by the police already for good fucking reasoning because of the corruption that has been coming out in the last decade publicly, here's somebody that you can come through that a lot of ways is being trusted by victims. He seems to be a real victim advocate. So you have him coming forward doing a pretty cool thing, even though he dresses like a 1970s pimp. It's pretty interesting, you're right. And then you have them saying they're just. I'm going to use a professional word here. They're going to poo-poo this, right? They're going to send this down the road because we would never, you know, we would, outside of this task force that is, you know, specifically for the Gilgo, you know, for the Lisk for Rex Heuermann. I mean, come on, like this is a fucked up statement if you ask me, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? So one of the witnesses has, I don't know if any of the other witnesses said anything about police officers, but one of them knows that police officers were involved with Rex, right? So
yeah,
why would, like, the last place she's going to go is the police, because she doesn't know, she doesn't know how deep it goes. Just like we're questioning it now, she doesn't know how many are involved, how many's going to bury her story. So of course she's going to want to, I mean, she has the FBI, I guess, as an avenue. But, I mean, if I have dirt on a cop, I'm not thinking FBI, I guess, right off. Maybe that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
But in my mind, that's not the first place I think of. Maybe
I
like
feel like you'd have to go through a few avenues, possibly even to get that far, right? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, you can call the FBI anytime you want to, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
With like a tip or some information. But
yeah, I'm almost thinking, like, you know, at least logically, you would want to make, because if you're going to go that far, you'd want to have a little bit more to go on than just, hey, you know.
Right. Just a story.
But at the same time, you're right. I mean, because, I mean, at a certain point, you know, the FBI, there's tip lines that are made and stuff specifically that you should call, I mean, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down through here just a little bit more. Hold on. Either Rex Heuermann or his wife posted contact information for them in a house. Oh, I already read that. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I believe it to be Karen Vergata. She was hungry, homeless, read that, scared. And that's what, yeah. When you read that, it's like, what the fuck? We enter the Heuermann home by walking around the side of it. It was in the night, inside of the house, in the dark. Karen went downstairs. I stayed upstairs with Asa. My partner, who I believe was bisexual, kept disappearing. I believed he was elsewhere in the house having sex with Rex. I believe I had sex with Rex as well. I never went downstairs. Asa told me words to the effect that Rex brought her from her country and that everything she had, he has given to her. She said that she was lucky that he was rich. She said she was also afraid of Rex. So, you know, and that opens up more questions. Of course, there's no excuse if she had any kind of knowledge whatsoever about what was happening, to not say, especially at this point, right, to say something, even if your excuse is now, hey, I was afraid for my life at all times, right? This man has power, he has money, he has avenues where he can make motherfuckers disappear, essentially. But going this far outside of that, it's a little bit different. But still, reading that, it kind of goes to the power that a lot of guys can and will hold over top of over a woman, right? In a fucked up relationship. I do not know if this was truthful. I don't think that that I went downstairs. I went towards the back of the house asking RW, where are you? He came out from the back, what seemed like from a room. I also saw a Christmas tree on the main floor, yet it was long past Christmas. I wondered why there was was still a Christmas tree up. I believe RW and I were there for the Heuermann, and this is where they thought it was Valentine's Day. I believe that was because RW and I would swing on holidays like Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day. I also saw 2 large seashells on a shelf in the house. I recall thinking they were like shells from the country where I had grown up. They're not giving that country out. I asked Aza if she had friends from my country. I do not remember what she replied. I had also asked if she wished me to perform sex upon her. She said she did not wish that. I recall that Rex went outside and started a fire in what appeared to be a large barrel. RW wished to leave and I went with him to the back of his car. We left from the back. Now here's where it gets fucked up. RW complained that he had lost his belt. He went back to the house to retrieve it. I saw the face of the woman I believed to be Karen up against the window of the house. She looked scared. I had a sense that she was calling for help. I told the police officer this. The woman I believed to be Karen suddenly ran outside naked and ran by the garage. RW had gone back into the house and got the belt and was back in the car. RW told me not to worry about her, that she was okay. They were only playing a game. We left without her. I felt uneasy that we had left without this woman. So, and then she sees Rex on TV and sees the pictures of Karen Vergata, and then she's starting to have these flashbacks, and that's why she's now coming forth to John Ray. So it's fucking crazy, first of all. But that situation, man, how can you... I mean, if you're that lady with a police officer and you're literally in real time saying, hey, can we help this person that seems to be in distress? The police officer is kind of saying it's nothing. I mean...
He's in on it.
He's in on it, right? Yeah, he knows something fucked up's happening. That's what makes this whole thing all of a sudden like, wait a minute, how deep does this go? And it leads right back to the fucking... trapeze possibility of meeting and getting deep dark secrets on people, right?
Yep.
Like
and several police officers. I mean,
and the possibility of several police officers. Yeah,
it's fucked up. Yeah, I don't know,
dude.
It's like I hate hearing these stories where these cops are fucking in on these weird fucking things like this, because man, what the fuck do you do if the police are doing shit like this?
I know, dude. And you hear these stories, especially being in true crime all the time now. Well, now throughout fucking time, but using their power to, and a lot of times it is with girls like this, right? That are vulnerable, that come from a broken home, that don't have anybody to truly lean on. They're looking for some help, and what do they find? They find a fucked up person that's going to use his power to abuse somebody, man. Dude, that's so, like, the desperation I can only imagine. And someone's, again, she's going and she's for whatever reason, the fucked up two parts of this is so fucked up. What I just read, and going back to the fact that she was dirty and homeless and scared, okay, and coming over here. That's not a normal situation, picking up anybody that wants to willingly be a sex worker. That's just not how it works, okay? That's an abuse situation where she is probably being held by somebody. Pimp, whatever word you want to fucking use there. We're going to break it real quick just for a second there. I see Dago coming through here. What's going on, brother? Long time no see. Member for 7 months. Such a great show, as always. I've missed you guys. Well, first of all, thank you. Let me hit you with some anniversaries.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
See you, man. Good to see you. And then I also saw he came down here and gifted out 5 memberships. Holy shit, bro. Thank you very much. Who grabbed those? Brooklyn, Wildside, Kathy, Kinda, sorta, in a way. New name I haven't seen. Welcome in here. Tia M. Welcome, guys. Yeah, beers in the chat. I think those were already flowing. And thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that.
Welcome to the
Woo! Going hot here tonight, guys. This thing has been blowing my mind. I know Bob is covering some of the Delphi stuff, which again today, what the actual fuck? But man,
I was just about to say, dude, the three big cases right now, dude, Karen Reed, Delphi, and this
hitting.
It's like, what the fuck is happening, man, dude? And I said on a recent show, like, are all of these like, I said something like, if are all the cases that we're covering, are they blowing up and they're popular to talk about because they're so fucked up and crazy? Or are we just assuming everything's fucked up and crazy?
I think a lot of it is, especially these, and again, going back to the hot ones, you know, maybe that's not the right term to use in this, but the ones that are fucking viral cases in the true crime community. Yeah, man, like there's something to the sensationalism of what's happening, right? Like,
yeah,
and we saw it out the gate with the Idaho stuff, but I mean, at the same time, a lot of it's fucking real, dude.
We're just seeing, it looks like we're seeing a lot of corruption.
A lot of
fucking corruption
in real time, and the internet's bringing it forth.
Yeah,
absolutely disgusting, dude. Yeah, I'm blown away by some of the cases I see actually, just on a daily basis at this point across the country. But yeah, this one right here, and yeah, earlier today, the Delphi stuff, his defensive team quitting, withdrawing. That whole scene and situation seems weird as shit. That was a 3-minute hearing today. I guess the next time we're going to see something is going to be Halloween. I think it's October 31st, so I'm not mistaken. I guess Bob will probably be doing that as well. Yeah, we're going to be sticking on all this.
Driving all the way the fuck out there.
And there's 4 witnesses that have come forward. Only 2 of them have given their actual written testimony in these affidavits right now with John Ray, but there's some other folks as well. And I thought it was interesting, you know, the former swinger here that we just read is interesting, but the lady that is a banker by day and a taxi driver by night that tells the fucked up story of, we haven't even went into that one yet. We'll go into that one. So, you know, it's actually what we started out with there, and I kind of got sidetracked with this one. I don't know how that happened, but so picking up, you know, Shannon Gilbert at this hotel room and the possibility of her getting away and fucking Rex Heuermann wanting that revenge. Not only on Shannon Gilbert, but the taxi driver. Okay? The taxi driver, after this motherfucker ends up in the back seat of her car with a gun on her, saying, we're going to go to the middle of fucking nowheres. And luckily, the dispatcher was hearing all of this and scared this motherfucker away. She flags down a cop who says, you know, and here's a whole nother element to this, right? This motherfucker during that situation, at least by this affidavit, is wearing a lantern like a cop and even says, I am a cop. So how many people is he going out there tricking to get them in that vulnerable situation, acting like a police officer?
Yep.
What the fuck, dude? So that added a whole nother level of, the last time I seen this, I think was Murdoch, right? He was wearing the badge on his pants. You know, remember walking around the hospital. And dude, there's something about that, and dude, all of this is fucked up. We're covering
if somebody like, if somebody giving him that, like, to let him use,
right?
Like,
yeah,
or is it just a fake one?
And was it a fake one? Yeah, that's a good question too. This could tie right back into how many connections did he have with inside the police department? God hopes none, dude. Holy fuck, I hope none. I hope nothing like that's happening. But if there is, I hope it comes to fucking light. Yeah, but I mean, this is some fucked up shit that's going on right now.
I'm definitely starting to assume, like, I'm starting to think that there's some connections there. There's some connections with Rex police, and they fucking knew somebody knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I'm feeling that also
because of that story that we just read. I mean, and then the badge or the whatever.
Here's a question.
What did you say it was? Was it a badge?
She called it a lantern, I'm pretty sure, like the kind of the hanging. You know, the detectives kind of wear.
Oh, a lanyard.
Lantern. A lantern. Yeah, my bad.
Gotcha. Well, okay.
Yes. So yeah.
Oh, so that
So maybe it was just resembling.
That could fairly easily be fake. So maybe that wasn't.
Yeah, that was me fucking that up. But
the one with RW, I think, were the initials. Saying don't worry about it.
Right.
You know, they're just playing a game or whatever the fuck she said he said. Like, that's obviously like he knows what the fuck's happening.
Yeah, that seems like, don't worry about that, you know. And I'm a police officer, so you better not worry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, fucked up. So here's the question also. So this motherfucker just comes out and ends up in the back of this person's taxi? So think about this situation for a second. The way it's described. She shows up to let's go back. Shannon Gilbert's in that hotel room. She's called for a taxi. She says she wants them the flashlights when they get there. She's flashing her lights for like 6 or 7 minutes by her testimony here. And then when a large man trying to cover his face leaves. So in that moment, how the fuck has Rex Heuermann got time to figure out who the fuck is driving that taxi? What kind of connections has he got to be like, hey, I can end up in this lady's back seat threatening her? Mm-hmm. I don't know, dude. Like,
I'm kind of confused by this story, I guess, because I didn't hear.
There is some confusion too. That is it. They were, there was a lot going on during that with John Ray.
Yeah,
it was kind of all over the place. So I'm kind of also trying to piece a lot of that together. Real quick, Ashy Snow 999.
Thank you.
Holy shit, Ashy. Coming the fuck through. I appreciate that. I might have just broke your eardrums. Love it. Thank you so much. I love that. We had a great time tonight with Jay and Shannon, guys. That was awesome. They were kind enough to have us on there for Creators Who Crush. And it was just, even before we went live, we knew it was just going to be basically us just hanging. But man, I had a lot of fun. It was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't do a lot of other people's shows. It's always cool to do that.
Yeah, we really don't. Yeah, I always enjoy it. Say it again. Is it
lanyard?
Lanyard,
yeah,
not lantern. Like I said, man. See, I'm an idiot. Lantern, and I said it like 80 times with nothing but confidence. Lantern around his neck. But he was furry. He must have been clear as a day.
Lantern, I was like, dude, is this like 1800s?
This motherfucker's like coming out like Bray Wyatt, bro.
Yeah. That's funny.
Ember, what's up? What's up? Thank you for being here. See some Halloween pumpkins. All right, I'm going to give you all a little plug real quick. All right, Saturday night. Who's coming, baby? 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Kick. If I could get that, put it in the chat. All night long, a horror movie marathon, guys. Dan's going to be there all night, making it wide-eyed the entire evening.
That'll be my drinking night probably, because tomorrow's probably not going to be, unfortunately. I'm going to call the garage in the morning and try to take my wife's car to get it fixed. So I actually might need your help tomorrow evening if they get it done.
Yeah,
helping me get back. But so if they can get it fixed, then hopefully Saturday will be good. Or hopefully tomorrow and Saturday will be good. But if not, I gotta drive her to work, pick her up and stuff. So probably won't be drinking tomorrow night, and then Saturday I'll have to wait till fucking like midnight or something.
Yeah, and then tomorrow night we have the investigators on here are going to be hanging out, guys. We're really excited about tomorrow. So Dan might have to dip towards the end of that interview. Yeah,
depending on what happens with the car tomorrow, I might have to leave it just a little bit early.
We'll kind of fill that out as we go. But either way, it'll be all good.
Transmission, something's wrong with the transmission. I don't know what the fuck's going on. The code it's the check engine light's on. It's throwing a code that says something with the transmission. I googled it. It could be as easy as transmission fluid, or it could be like something more serious. So we'll see what happens.
Hopefully not more serious.
Yeah, we actually went to buy a fucking car today, and interest rates are out of control. I had no fucking idea, dude. 16. It was over 16%.
Blew my mind, bro.
Like unbelievable.
Yeah, when he told me that, I was like, hope, and I just paid my car off, so I'm hoping to God I don't have to do anything.
Right?
For a while.
It's actually worth it to buy a new car.
Wow.
Don't even fucking go used, because the interest rates are out of control. Because you can get you buy a new car, you can get the manufacturer's deal with a decent rate, maybe 5% or something. Like a halfway normal looking rate. 16% is insane.
It's crazy.
It's so stupid.
Putting that the Kick link in the chat there, please. Get on that, because it's not going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be real movies, copyrighted content, guys, only on Kick. YouTube, I wouldn't be having a channel anymore if I played what's going to be happening that night over there. So please come hang out tomorrow night, only on YouTube though. Feral Friday will be the investigators, and then of course Sunday I will say Murder Church is going to be canceled. Just because, I'll be going to bed about when it starts that day. And yeah, man, this story has got me, I've been all over it again since yesterday. It's really interesting. And like Dan said, I mean, there's just something to some of these now that are, I don't know, man. There's just some fucked up shit going on in these all around, like the country, the world.
Yeah, and like this one I didn't think was going to be like, it's a serial killer case, which makes it kind of viral anyway, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't think there was going to be some shady shit for this one. You know?
Yeah, not like this.
And
like,
now it's fucking coming out. Like, what the fuck is happening?
And it
here,
just
like around.
keeps,
I don't understand.
Keeps happening with these cases. Like, yeah, it's almost like you're like, it feels like they're trying to do some reaching to like make it go viral, but it doesn't appear to be the case. I mean, you have people that are doing sworn affidavits that have come forth and are not having their identities revealed. It's not like, hey, I'm going to be on the news. It's like, I don't know, man. And I like the fact that this is happening with even this press conference, because again, apparently people have seen these faces on the news and it's working, right? So you never know what may trigger somebody to be like, hey, I remember this, or I've seen this, or I don't know. Absolutely. Yeah. Shady is the new norm. Appears to be that way.
Keystone's got a good point there. The more we look, the more we see. Like, maybe it's just because we're more involved in looking into these things now. Like,
that's true too.
Reading the news about what's going on.
You're going to love it, Carrie. You're going to love it. No, that's a good point, Keystone. I mean, I make that point a lot as well. Just with social media in general, right? We see so much of this now. It's probably always bad, but now I'm just buried in it, it feels like. And now we're specifically in the true crime genre. So we're every day. That's all my feed is. It's different stories, and
yeah, and it's like people like to say that the world is so violent and crime is so prevalent nowadays, but it's actually lower than ever. But we see it every day because people have phones and social media reporting on things. You know what I mean? So it to us it seems like it's worse than ever, but it's really not.
Yeah, and I could see that also because yeah, it's just like not being crammed down your fucking throat 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, folks, we'll probably wrap this thing up here. I wanted to touch on a lot of this stuff. Let me just hit my notes real quick. I want to see if I had anything else real pertinent to look at. I don't think I do. Now this is a good point. I do want to bring this up too. This is per Joe too. I was taking notes today as I was kind of watching this. Joe made the point, remember when they were looking at the storage units and they were looking at everything, looking through his storage lockers right after the arrest? Joe said, made a great point. He said, when the medical examiner, which was called out to the storage facilities, they're just not called out there randomly. Hey, maybe, right? They're called out when something is found. And I love that perspective came from Joe Jackalone, because that right there takes to the experts that we're lucky enough to have involved in our community here and know personally now. He's the fucking man, but like, I would have not known that, right? I would have not been like, well, shit, maybe they're just there. Now he says they're not coming unless something is fucking going down. So,
I mean, you can sort of put the pieces together and assume that the medical examiner's there for if bodies or bones or some sort of tissue is found, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, we wouldn't know for sure. It would be an assumption. But with him, we actually have like concrete, like an expert, like you said.
Yeah, and that's what I love about the community that we're growing here, because being able to have a connection like Joe Jackalon's on, it's kind of like fucking nuts. Like, I
mean, we were on Jay's earlier talking about the people we've met and things like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what's happened. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Like, we have a lawyer we can talk to about legal stuff, former sergeant. I mean, it's insane, dude. It's advocates, wild. So many advocates that have been in the game doing things. It's unbelievable.
We've ended up on the right side of it so far. So with a lot of the cool connections, anyways. And we're gonna keep growing this thing, man. We've got some cool stuff to announce soon. We are growing a team here, like, is what we're basically doing, and we're gonna be doing some official announcements, I'd imagine, here in the next little bit. So keep your eyes on everybody. Publicly Buzzed, Defense Diaries, the Shaming J, and of course Joe Jackalone also. And as you head out of here, I don't have a portal set up, and if you set up a portal like in real time, I don't think that it works great.
Is Bob still alive?
I think Bob is still happening there.
Oh my god, dude, he's got 363 in there. He's killing right now.
Bob's killing it. Let me see if I can, though. Might just jump in there on Bob.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to go. I was curious to see what he was going to say anyway.
Let's see if this works, guys. And hell, yeah, Bob, again, teammate, boots on the ground, talking about Delphi right now. You guys are amazing. Thank you all so much for coming through here. Let me look through the chat just real quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything from you guys. I don't believe so. Thanks, everybody, for coming out, man. Definitely. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow night, at least for Publicly Buzzed, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Feral Friday, The Investigators. Keep it out on Twitter tomorrow, on the community. I'm going to be hyping that shit up. And hell yeah, Seabolt. Follow this motherfucker right here. This is one of my best friends in real life. He's killing it. He's the man. Popping out videos. He's got some new content that's perfect for Halloween also. Giant fucking pumpkins, guys. All right. Heading over to Bob's Defense Diaries. Let's fucking go.
Love you guys.